All right, so stoked. I'm really excited. This is beer by mail time. This is one of my favorite times of year. 4 times a year, I get a box of beer from Noble Brewer. So Noble Brewer is a beer by mail company in Oakland, California, where I am presently filming this video, where I now reside happily. They get award-winning beer from homebrewers, connect with small breweries to make the homebrew batch on a little bit larger scale so we can get it to our doorstep. So it's pretty rad. I think just that they came up with the idea. I've been a subscriber ever since I heard about it. It's always fun to get the package in the mail, see what's in it. The first shipment I got was this t-shirt. I'm not sure if they're doing that still. I checked on their website. I couldn't find anything about it. So unfortunately, maybe you will not get one in your first shipment. But let's see what they're doing now. Also, let's see. I think in my first shipment, I got some of those IPA glasses from Spiegelau. Is that how you pronounce it? And another time I got some hops candy. So sometimes they send different things. They always send me, I think you get different subscriptions. They always send me 4 22-ounce bottles of different homebrews. Now I'm opening it for the first time. You can open it with me and enjoy this unboxing moment, as they say, in the YouTube world. Sweet. Safety first. Shut that blade. Bum, 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 bum. Nice. What is this? Does your office need beer and wine? They do beer deliveries, probably just in the Bay Area. We're working with companies like LinkedIn, NerdWallet, and Apple to make sure they're stocked with awesome rotation of craft beers and sommelier-approved wines. So if your company provides alcohol to employees as a perk for events, we'd love an intro to the person in charge. Office libations. Okay, so that's an option that Noble Brewer is now doing. It says Noble Brewer at officelibations.com. Here it is. So this is the brochure that they send with the beer that they're sending this time. Let's check it out. Summer 2016 says Jaded Little Pale, Hazelnut Coffee Blonde Ale, West Coast Kolsch Style Ale, and then Angel's Nectar Dunkel Weizenbock. So one thing that I think is really cool about Noble Brewer is there's a little bit about the brewer. Here you can see that the person who made the hazelnut coffee is Jason Coleman from Henderson, Nevada. The West Coast Kolsch was made by Kevin Nanzer from Sacramento, California. Jaded Little Pale was made by Dan Picciana in Kernsville, North Carolina. And Paul Hilsey? Not sure. From Brighton, Michigan, made the Angel's Nectar Dunkel Weizenbock. So usually I haven't gone on I'm looking over there because my laptop's over there with the internet right on it. Usually you can go onto the website and see a short little video or read up about the brewer and get to know them a little bit more. And they ask you when you try the beer to let them know what you think of it. And they give it right back to the home brewer. And I think that's really fun. Ba-ba! Hopefully there's not too much echo in the room for you. I've got all these blankets and pillows all over the place. So here's the first 22-ounce beer, the Hazelnut Coffee Blonde Ale. It's interesting. I mean, I'm not super into hazelnut. I know everybody loves it. It's all the rage, especially in coffee. So maybe that's why they went with Hazelnut Coffee Blonde Ale? Coffee in a blonde ale. Normally I love blonde ales. I'm not sure if I could get into the coffee with the blonde thing. Maybe hazelnut with the blonde. So I'm really curious to see what were they thinking. Why did they decide to do this? And how well did they pull it off? It's something that I really love about craft beer is the creativity. It's like totally artistic. And if you really like explore and look for beers, you can find some super interesting stuff nowadays. Angel's Nectar Dunkel Weizenbach Ale. I saw on the Noble Brewer website that this one was coming out, and I had to look it up. Like Dunkel Weizenbach? It's like two totally different styles. How did they mix them together? So I'm interested to see what that one's got going on too. Got my microbrewer bar coasters here. More insulation, padding stuff. Another paper. Okay, so this describes each of the beers a little bit more. Welcome, Noble. Oh, it says, Dear Noble Brewer friends, welcome to your summer 2016 release. In this shipment, we have a hard-to-find classic German style, a West Coast take on another classic German beer, a showcase of a New Zealand hop varietal, and a beer whose looks will trick your taste buds. And there's like a paragraph about each beer. It's kind of just a simple intro to the beer as you're drinking along. Some more insulation, so you know your beer is always going to be super protected, super taken well care of through the mail channels arriving to your front doorstep. This is the Jaded Little Pale, American Pale Ale. I mean, who doesn't love American Pale Ale? I wonder why it's jaded. So I'm really eager to drink that one. And I really I was just talking with my friend the other night. We went out to Drake's dealership in downtown Oakland, and I saw Kolsch on the tap. My friend's been a bartender for a number of years. He designs his own cocktails and things like that. He's actually designed them not only for himself, but a few local breweries, bars in downtown San Francisco, and maybe beyond. He's like, I'm not super into Kolsch's, and I told him, dude, I love Kolsch's. Like, my palate is expanding, and I'm getting to know more lagers, but they were one of the first lagers that was like really got me excited. So I'm really eager to try this West Coast Kolsch style ale. I brought my bottle opener, one of my favorite bottle openers from Y Openers, made by a father and son, and it's branded with microbrewer, but none of these I think are really cold enough right now to drink, so I'm gonna have to throw them in the fridge before I open them up. That's it. Is in the box. No little toy surprise candies this time, but I'm really glad to have my Noble Brewer beer. And now you know what comes in the mail every quarter if you sign up for Noble Brewer beer. Actually, if you go to microbrewer.com/Noble Brewer, that's an affiliate link. I'll get a little bit of kickback if you sign up for the subscription. And I really hope you enjoyed this video. I really hope you learned about what's in the Noble Brewer box. And if you were curious about it, now you know for yourself. Thanks for watching.